Okay, so today's project might take a little bit more supplies to be ready and maybe a little bit more time, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this is something that I just got into during quarantine myself. I made a felt board for my kids. They're missing story times at the libraries and things like that, and felt boards seem to be one of those popular things during some of those activities. So I decided to make my own. You can totally go down the rabbit hole of Pinterest and find 1 million different activities you can do with this. Believe me, I've been there. So here is one example. You can do a felt board in a ton of different ways. I bought a cork board and covered it in a giant piece of felt. I used an Elmer's adhesive, which I will try to link. It's a spray, so it's like a spray glue to put this giant piece of green felt on, and then I used an X-Acto knife to cut around the edges to make it within the frame. This is all stuff that I had before quarantine, so it was just around my house, but that's how I made my felt board. You can also just get a big piece of felt and magnet it, I don't know, somehow hang it from like clips on your fridge, or they could just do it on the floor. Just lay down a piece of felt on the floor and use that as your fake board. So you don't have to make it super nice or anything. This is just what I was using that was sturdy and something that we can use for a long time. Everything from today's activity I found for free on a blog with the stencil, so I did not freehand this stuff. But this is for the nursery rhyme 10 in the bed, and so I will link the free patterns for you to cut out your felt. But the blue piece is the bed frame, and felt sticks to felt, so it's just a piece of felt and it automatically sticks. And then the pattern shows how to make the blanket, and I used colors that I already had because I'm not going out during quarantine, so I would have used a brown bed frame probably under most circumstances, but I had light blue. That was the biggest piece I had, and that's what we used for our bed. And then some pillows, and then for mine I just did bears. I think this was something that I found on the internet myself. I've realized through making felt activities in the past couple weeks that if you Google bear coloring pages, it gives you a black and white version without a ton of added stuff. So it's like like the very basic bear cutout you could find. You Google the image name and then the word coloring pages. I didn't know that beforehand, but it's been really helpful for when I'm trying to make a mouse or a cat and I don't want to freestyle it. I just Google that word and then the word coloring pages, and it gives me like the most basic pattern stencil thing that you could do. So I print it out and then I trace it on all my felt pieces and cut it out myself. So I did bears for this one, and my goal was to do 10 in the bed. So I'm not going to sing it for you, but there were 10 in the bed, and the red one said roll over, they all rolled over, and the red one fell out. So you could do it with the numbers, which is what your kids are probably most knowing, but they could also learn their colors this way. So I made 10 little bears. So the reason my kids like this a lot is because it's a hands-on thing. So as I'm singing the nursery rhyme to them, they get to find the color that I'm talking about. They could pretend to make the bear roll over and then take it off the board till we do all 10 of them. Something that I personally chose to do was when I made a felt board activity, I would Google that subject. So this subject was bears or beds, and then try and find a bunch of nursery rhymes that fall under that category, even ones that I've never heard before, so that when I spent time making an activity, I could use it for more than one song. That's just a personal thing for me. So I did this one as 10 in the bed, and then I found another blog or something that had it about colors, and so it was a song to the tune of The Muffin Man. and you say, can you find the blue bear, the blue bear, the blue bear? Can you find the blue bear? Get it right now. And then they have to go find the blue bear and take it off. Again, I'm not going to sing it, but I will try and link the words to that song. And then another one that you could use this one for is the little kid song of teddy bear, teddy bear, teddy bear, teddy bear, turn around, teddy bear, touch the ground, teddy bear, reach up high. You could either try and demonstrate it with the bears and the felt, or it just gives you another excuse that you're talking about bears already. And this is a song that they can do the motions to, get up and actually move their bodies, etc. So this is a felt board activity for 10 in the bed. I used bears, and then I found a couple of other nursery rhyme / little poem things that also went with this theme so that I could use it for more than one song.